Well, hi. Welcome back to Glitter 50. I know, I'm on the side again. I just didn't feel like putting on makeup today. Today's been, actually, past couple days have been a struggle. Um, but today, we're going to go through my single eyeshadows, um, all my single things, except for there's like 6 palettes over here that I consider sort of single shadows because they're palettes that are all glitter or all shimmers or all multi-chrome dual chromes. So I don't consider them a full palette because I would never use them on my own. But a couple of things I wanted to show you ahead of time. I have added 2 bronzers into my collection. First of all, I've had this one before. This is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Matte Bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. And I absolutely love this color. I've had it before. I panned it and I reordered it because I love this shade. So, added to the collection. This particular one, through Allure Beauty Box, you could order this one, and instead of paying full price for it, you could get it for $10. Now, I have never owned anything from this particular brand at all, ever, but it's normally a $56 product, and I got it for $10. It's Charlotte Tilbury. Sorry, there's another YouTuber, and that's all she says every time she sees a Charlotte Tilbury thing, and it is a cream to powder bronzer. Now, this one looks a lot darker than this one, sort of. Like, this one looks lighter to me. This looks really, really dark. Oh, I just put my finger in it. But it really isn't. And like, I barely put my finger in it, and I know that looks like it's a lot, but when you put it on and you blend it out, it just has the prettiest color. So those 2 I've added into my collection since I did my bronzer declutter, and I just want to be completely upfront. But I could not pass this up. This is an expensive brand, and I'll never need any more bronzers for years to come. I know you're only supposed to use it for, what does it say, 3 months or something like that. Sorry, my mic's kind of in a weird position, so I'm hoping that this actually comes out right. Anyway, so I got that. Then my husband, I had put things on my wish list for Christmas, and I hate using eyelash curlers because I used to have, like, it would, hold on. I hate eyelash curlers because they would hurt so bad. Like, I would pinch my eyelid in it. So I wanted to be brave. I saw something about this and I was like, wow, that sounds like it's something I would probably like and maybe be dangerous. But it's a heated eyelash curler. So I don't see how this looks. And then you turn it on, and then you can adjust the temperature, and it goes up to 85. That's the hottest that it goes. So you're not really getting, like, I could put my finger on this even when it's heated and it doesn't hurt. Like, there's not enough heat to really hurt, but it will help your eyelashes. So, or, I've tried it once or twice and I do like it. So I'm going to move my mic because it's kind of bothering me. Hopefully that's better. Alrighty, so now we're going to get into all of this. I'm going to put these over to the side. Sorry you can see all the mess over here, but that's just the way it is today. So I'm going to start with these. And not all of these do I consider palettes, but I'll tell you which ones I consider palettes and which ones I consider just loose pigments. But we're going to go through it. So this is Blend Buddy Cosmetics, the Trove palette. And I do consider this a palette. But it's, do you see those, the shift in those colors? I mean, they're just, all right, you talked me into it. I will swatch 2 of them. Now, I don't know if you can see, and yeah. You see the shift and the shine and the color and the change. And I love this palette. Absolutely love this palette. So it's not going anywhere. I will tell you most of this is not going anywhere, but that's just, yeah, the hoarder in me. So this is Fantasy Cosmetica, the Lost Library. These are the holochromes that they came out with, and they're gorgeous. They're absolutely gorgeous colors. You can't even really tell. This one is kind of my favorite out of all of them, and I have to use a little magnet thing here to tell you what the, yeah, it's in the shade Song. So I'm going to show you. See, this is what Song looks like. And honestly, on camera, you probably can't even really tell. It has so many different colors in it, but it is my absolute favorite. And it has a very special place in my heart because for my granddaughter's 16th birthday party, this is the shadow that she wore on her lid because I was there and I let her use it because I wanted it to be special for her. And so that one obviously holds a very special place in my heart. I just had an epiphany, and I'll tell you in a minute. This is from Sugar Drizzle. I don't know what the name of this is. I don't think they sell this anymore. However, this is the palette. They are single shadows. You can move them. You can... Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I was going to say... Hold on, we're just going to put this... So you have to use a glitter primer with that in order for it to stay on your hand and be as opaque as it needs to be. And this is a maybe. This is a maybe for me. I love this. It is absolutely beautiful, but I have so many. I absolutely have so many, and I do think that I have a friend that this could go to, and she would absolutely head over heels be in love with it. So I think I'm going to give this to her. Yes, I can live without this. I could live without all of this, but I think that she would love this and give it so much more love than I'm going to be able to give it. So I am going to declutter this one. Wow, that's a lot for me. That's a lot for me. These are single shadows, and I can show you. I don't want to take them all out, but this particular shadow was the Put It Back shadow from the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson controversy, the mini palette. This was the green that everybody said, put it back. And I'll show you what it looks like. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous green shade. And that's why everybody said, put it back, because it is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It should have never been taken out. However, it was. But that's, if you watch the documentary, you saw that he went through all these colors and whatever. But this shade is just absolutely gorgeous. I don't want to tell you, I don't want to swatch every single shade, but I am going to tell you these are, most of these are from Davina, in this palette, are from Davina Cosmetics. This one is called Zombie. Look at that color. It is beautiful. These are just all, so I know for sure that these 6 are all Davina Cosmetics. This one, I don't remember, and I don't think it has, I don't want all of you. I just want, hold on. I just want this one. See, it doesn't have a name on it. It doesn't have anything on it. So I don't believe that this is from Davina, but I could not, for the life of me, tell you what this brand or color is. I don't remember. It is a beautiful kind of pewter brown, green. I mean, it's a gorgeous color. And I am going to keep it, but I cannot tell you what it is or where I got it from. This one is called Chromosphere. And this is what it looks like. Like it has, it's such a pretty shade. And like, look at that. See that color? See that shift? It's this one right here. That green, gold, that shift. It's just so, so pretty. So these shades aren't going anywhere. I know I'm not doing very good at this one. I will. I'm going to get there. This one, I got these little things from Shop Miss A, magnetic, but they're not big enough to hold all of my shadows. So these 3 shades, they came in a palette with Physicians Formula and Katie Holmes. And there's this color. No, this was not from that color. But there was a bronze, a highlight, and 4 shadows that came in like a palette form. These are those shadows. They're beautiful, but they're super, super old. So I am going to actually throw all 3 of those away. And they're not really magnetic. They are in metal pans, but they're not really magnetic. So I am going to get rid of those. And I want to see, does this have, it does. This is from a brand called Cleona. And this is a highlighter. And does it have, it doesn't have a name. Oh, yes, it does. Circuit is what this one is called. And it is so pretty. It is a pale yellow, which if you know, you know. We're just going to swatch it here. It is a pale yellow, kind of pinky. It's so pretty, which is one of my favorite colors. So we are going to keep that one. And I use this one a lot for my Seahawk looks because I live in the Pacific Northwest and we are Seahawk fans in this house. So I use that for my Seahawk look. Okay, these are mostly from Odin's Eye. These are some of their multi-chromes, whatever. I'm going to show you the 3 on the very bottom that are not from Odin's Eye. These are from Cleona, and you can't really see the difference in them until you swatch them. This one is called Lumiere. That is right here. That's Lumiere. And that's from Cleona. These are all hand pressed shadows made in Canada. This is called Gleam. Ooh. And they are hand pressed. So this is Gleam. I want to put this back down before I drop it and break it. There is a difference between them. They're so pretty. Putting that back over there. And then this one is called Ray. And again, there's a very slight difference between them, but there is a difference between them. And I'm keeping all of them. And I'm going to show you 2 of the Odin's Eye too. I'm just wiping off my hands just because I don't want to I don't want to mix them up. How's that? So we're going to do, and I don't remember the names of these ones. I'll tell you the names in just a minute. I just want you to see the colors. So that's the greeny one, and this one is the purple one, which again, they look very, very similar. They're these 2 right here. This is the greeny one, and this one has the purple in it. And they're just so pretty. So, so pretty. The purple one, trying not to break it. This one is called Judy. So that's Judy. I'm going to move. My little magnet is very strong, and it's picking up ones that I don't want it to pick up yet. And then, but it's harder to get them out without the little magnet. Here we go. Now will you come out? It does not want to come out of there. There we go. And then this one is called Jade. And then this olivey one is called Gabriel. It's not a multi-chrome, but okay. You talked me into it. I'm going to swatch him. He's just a pretty olive green color. But, I mean, I love these shades. So these are not going anywhere. These are staying. Now, I told you about that palette that had those 3 colors that I did declutter that are going to go in the garbage. Well, this is the highlighter and the bronzer from that. Oh, they lost their magnet. I have to hold it flat. So those are them. I didn't take the plastic off the mirror. These two are eyeshadows that I got in a Unearthly Cosmetics mystery box that I have not really used. So I could get rid of them, but I have to get another palette to put them in to get rid of them. And I have a friend that would probably take them. So I will probably get rid of those, but I don't know if I counted them in my shadows. I might have. And then this is a blush, and it's an orangey blush. And again, I would love to have these three taken out and put into, maybe I can do that. Hold, please. Alrighty. So I put, those two shadows with this bronzer and this highlight. And then I put this blush and these two shadows in here. And I'm going to give this away to a friend. So there's that. Now these are eyeshadow palettes, or yeah, you'll see. So these are from Sugar Drizzle, and these are multi-chromes and dual chromes and pretty shimmery shades. Sugar Bubbles is one of my favorites, and so is Sugar Babes. Those are those colors, and honestly, they are, in comparison to the new multi-chromes and things coming out, these are, I hate to say it this way, but they're sort of the weaker ones. And so this is new. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one too. I didn't think I was going to do that. This is the Sugar Drizzle, the sequel. Now these ones are better. I think Sugar Butter and Dipped in Sugar are, yeah, these ones are better. But they're not as good as some of the ones that I have now. Wow. I'm kind of shocked right now, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one too, because I have other palettes that have matte shadows in them as well that I will use over these, and I have friends that would love these more than me. Like, yeah, more than me. Wow, wow, wow. So I bought the first two palettes, and then I bought this one, and then I bought this one. So these are newer formulas, but I'm not sure how new they really are. So give me a second. Let me dry my hand off. Oh, I'm almost scared. They feel nicer. Yeah, look at that color. Yeah. And then we'll do Space Meow too. Look at those colors. There's Space Meow and Pew Pew. That's those two right there. Those two. They're so pretty. I am keeping this palette because I don't want to, I don't want to get rid of all of my Sugar Drizzle palettes because I love them. However, I do have other colors that are better than those first two palettes, but I am going to keep this one. And then this one is called MILF. Man, I love frogs. And it's just such a pretty color selection. Now you'll see, I'm assuming you can see, that there's like a dark like film around some of these, and that's just, this is many years old, and that's just because the oils that they use to mix these shadows are kind of leaking out because they're older. They're not brand new palettes. I'm going to use MILF, and I'll use Hop Along so you can see. Look at those colors. That's the MILF, and then this is the Hop Along. They're just so pretty. That one's not going anywhere either. I need a drink. Water, by the way. Just water. So I am going to keep that one. So I'm going to get rid of 3 of my palettes, and I'm keeping 3 of my palettes because I had 6 palettes total when I started. Now you're saying there's a palette over there. Well, this is not necessarily a palette. This is actually more shadows. These 2 down here are unearthly shadows, but I don't think I have room. Oh, sorry, I'm pushing on where the camera is. Sorry about that. I don't have room to put, I don't think. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it out first. Oh, it's not going to pop out of there like I want it to. Oh, one of them will fit. I won't be able to get the other one in there. But I'll put that blue one in there, and it's not a very good color story, but you can always add this to other palettes, which I know they will, but I'm going to keep the purple one. I'll just give them the blue one. So there's that. But these are all Cleona except for this one. And I think this is a Divina, but it doesn't say it on the back, or does it? No, I had to cover it up. I had to cover it up because this would not stick without adding a magnet to it. But let's pick the shade that I have used kind of the most, which is this kind of peachy shade right there. And then this one, and I'll show you the names in just a minute, but that's the shade right there. I'm going to be covered in glitter by the time I'm done with, I'm covered with glitter now, but so this color is Narwhal, and that's from Cleona. And then this color this one is not a Cleona shade. This is Elastaractica. I hope that's the way you pronounce it. I don't know what company that was from. It's very, very small, and I can't read it. It kind of has a heart with a crown on the top, which I thought was Cleona. I thought all of my Cleona shades were in here, but that one's not. But I couldn't tell you what company it came from. I don't know for sure, but so pretty. I'm obviously keeping all of them, and I couldn't tell you what this shade came from. I don't know, but I am going to keep all of these. And then we were down to these. I'm going to separate these, and okay, this is going to be hard, but this I got from a friend. This was a secret pal gift that I got, and it is a beautiful single shadow from Sephora. It's called Lunar Eclipse, and it's beautiful. This color is this color. And if I don't use this one, I can use this one. This is a very nice shade. It's very creamy. It kind of feels like the Super Shock shadows, but I don't use it. And it's just sitting here collecting dust. So I am going to pass that one along. These are all loose pigments in this one. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Like they come like this. And I want to show you one that has a really good shade. Whoa, if I can get the lid back on correctly. These 6 right here are from Nakia Joy Cosmetics. This is in Galaxy. This one's in Meteorite. And it is a dual chrome. It's such a pretty shift. Now these ones I would use the mixing medium with. I want to show you for sure, like that color. You see that color? It doesn't do it justice on my arm without having some sort of base on it. But so that's Meteorite. This one is Nebula. You're going to have a long video because I don't want to swatch them all, but oh my goodness, this one is called Mermaid, and this one wasn't in the same collection as the other one, but it's just, do you see a mermaid? I see a mermaid when I look at this. It kind of has like a teal blue pinky. It's beautiful. This one is called UFO, and it's a blue green. Oh, it's so pretty. You can't really see it on camera, but I want to use these more. This is why I'm doing this, because I want to make sure that I'm keeping colors that I'm going to use. And I said that last year too, but I'm really going to try this year to make sure I do it. This is from the Shroud Cosmetics, and I don't know what's happening with the brand. I mean, I'm nobody to this whole community, except for this was one that I bought when I bought the It's Freaking Bats palette. This company is basically no more. Don't go looking them up. Don't go looking for this shadow. I think what I'm going to do with this actually is I'm going to take it and I'm going to take it out of this container and I'm going to put it into my magic kit or my face painting kit, and add it to my glitter there, because I can use this as face glitter when I'm doing face painting with my husband. This is called Otherworldly, and it's pretty, it's gorgeous, but I cannot get this or offer it to anybody else, so I am going to take that out. And then these again are from that company that I don't remember the name of them. This is called Divinity, and it is just a beautiful pale yellow blue. These are just loose pigments, and I'm getting them everywhere. This one is called Cotton Cloud. And it's a purple pink. I'm hoping you can see them. I can't really swatch them because one, they'll get all over, which they are anyway, but they're just, they don't stick to your hand unless you put a glitter primer down. This one is called Heaven Dust. So I'm just kind of showing you. This is a purpley, yellow, pink. They're just, I hope you can see them. The way my phone is angled, I can't see a whole lot. This one is from, oh, what company is this one from? This was in a beauty box, ice cream beauty box. This is Beauty Mune Cosmetics. That's what this is from. And it doesn't have a name on it, so I couldn't tell you what the name of this one is. But it came in the October breast cancer one. It has a blue to a pink shift to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think I've only used it one time. This one is from called Angelic, and it's a bright pink, silvery gold, very pretty color. And then this one is called Celestial. Like I said, I can't really swatch these, but it's a blue, purple, teal, shifty color. They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm not getting rid of any of these. This is from Ensley Rain, and I just got it, and it is in Indiglo, and it really is just a bunch of glitter. So you see how it moves. It doesn't have any kind of base to it. It's a loose pigment. So there's that one. And then these I got online, and I could not tell you what the name of the company was or anything like that. It just has a blue purple shift to this one. And I've used these, actually I've taken these in to my nail company or my nail person, and she has put these on my nails as well. They're beautiful loose pigments. This is a gold to a green, like an olive green. It's beautiful. Love that one. And then this one is like a gold and magenta color, but these aren't going anywhere. I want to use, like I said, I got that mixing medium, and I want to use that with these. So I did get rid of one out of this drawer. Now these are all gel ones, and I think I'm going to do the same with this that I did with the other loose pigment. I can use these in my face painting kit. I cannot really use them. I don't really use them on my eyes because I have my eyes crease, and these are gel like formulas, and this is called MC8, and this is from Unearthly Cosmetics. But I don't really use these, so I am going to declutter most of this. This is MC10, and it looks like that. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. I don't use them, and they're just sitting here doing absolutely nothing. And this one is called Blast Off, and I don't know when they changed. It's pretty, but I can't dig my nail in there. I can't dig my finger in there. It's not something that I'm going to use. So I am going to get rid of most of these. This is not written on there at all. So this one, I couldn't tell you what the name of it is, even if I wanted to, because it's not written on there. Ooh, ooh. I will show you at least this one. It's a gel, but they're starting to dry out. because they've just been sitting in there doing absolutely nothing. So it still goes on, but it doesn't feel good. And on my creasy eyelids, I don't know if you can really see that shift. I probably shouldn't have swatched it there, but it's just it's very goopy. It's not very clean. So we're just not going to hold on to those ones. This one I just got out of Lethal Cosmetics and The Last Airbender. This is called Suka. And I would pull it out like this. And that's the color. It's kind of goopy also, but I'm going to give it, pardon me, I'm going to give it just a little bit more. So hopefully I can get more use out of that. Then I have two from Melt. This one is called Wisteria. This is from the Melt and Bailey Sarian collection. Trying to find a good place to swatch them. There's that one. And then this one is called Boom Slang. It's hard to see. It's white writing against gold. So it's kind of hard to see it. I am covered in glitter. Covered in glitter. Okay. And that one's a pretty, you can't really, like, you have to put it on a certain way in order to get it to show up, which I really don't like. But depending on which shadow you use, it would show up in a really nice way. Okay, I'm going to go wash my hands and then we're going to do ColourPop. Okay, sorry if my camera angle moved. There was a little bit of a bump and yeah. So these are all of my Super Shock shadows. This one's hard. This one's hard because there are some like these ones right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These all I got in a bundle. It was a Disney princess thing. And if you looked at my eyeshadow declutter stuff, I'm a Disney adult. I love Disney everything. So I'm going to hold off on doing these ones for a minute. I'm going to go through these ones and you'll see. So these are from ColourPop and the Raw Beauty Christie collab that she did. This one is called Like a Moss, and this one is called Campfire. These two are not going anywhere. Super Shock shadows are really, really good as long as you keep the container together, the lid on super well. So I am going to keep these two. These two I got when I got the, it's now called Blowing Smoke. It used to be called Smoke Show. I happen to own the one that says Smoke Show, but I got these in that collection. There was a third one that was darker, and I've since decluttered that one because I don't use it. I don't really use these two. This is called Tassel. And it's still, ooh, I almost dropped it. It's still pretty It's such a pretty color, but I will reach into a palette before I reach into this. And I know that a friend of mine would get a really good use out of it. I thought I wasn't going to get rid of any of these. But again, and this one is called Liberty. And this one is such a pretty color also. So pretty. However, and I didn't swatch either one of those two, but I needed to see it for myself before I decided. I'm gonna get rid of those two. Wow. I'm gonna go through. Yeah, there's a lot I'm gonna do that with. These two I got in a mystery box. These are Snitchery and ColourPop collab. This is called Lucid Dream, and this one is called wrong way Metamorphosis. These are shadows I'm not necessarily going to use. I believe I have swatched them when I got them. I'm going to go ahead and pass those along because I do know a friend of mine would like them and get more use out of them than I will. This one from ColourPop, this is called Sure Thing. Okay, I'm going to compare it to this one in the Princess one, and this is Under the Sea. And they are super, super similar. I mean, there is differences. And I kind of like Sure Thing a little bit more. But because of who I am and because of what I like, I'm actually going to... Am I? Yes, I'm going to keep the Disney Princess one, and I'm going to declutter the Sure Thing, and I'm going to let a friend have that one. These are probably some of my oldest ones. This, shaking the table. This is called Peekaboo, and this one is called Deep Dive. I got these from the Going Coconuts collection. And okay, so Deep Dive is this color, which is it close to... Yeah, see, it's similar. I mean, this one's darker, this one's more reddish, but hold on, I have another one. Oh, how did that one... Then I don't have 12 over there. I only have 11. Must have gotten rid of one. Uh-oh. Please don't have broken. Nope, didn't break. Whew. I'm going to put the lid back on. Thought I was going to compare those. Maybe I got this in the super, or in that. This is a little quirky. I am going to get rid of a little quirky. I'm going to let a friend have it, but I will tell her, don't turn it upside down because it'll pop out. I'm going to keep this one from the Princess collection, and this is called Reflections. It's the Mulan color, and I'm going to get rid of Deep Dive. And then this one is similar to Colors of the Wind, which is a Pocahontas one. I think they're similar. They're very similar. So I'm going to keep the Pocahontas one, and I'm going to go ahead and pass along Peekaboo. Wow. I didn't think I was going to get rid of any of these. I was going to compare the two of them, color-wise. So I have two that are similar here. This one is called Flower Child. which is beautiful. And then this one is from Belle, and this is Beauty and the Beast is basically is what it says. It has this is not from the Beauty and the Beast collection. This is from just the regular princess collection. I do love this one, Flower Child, but this is more the yellowy gold that I want. So I'm going to keep the Disney one, and I'm going to get rid of this one. Yep, there's a lot going on today. So I'm going to separate the ones that I'm keeping because they were similar to different ones. So there's those 4 that I'm keeping for sure. Okay, so here's another similar. Let me put this like this. This is Left on Thread. And then this one is, it's hard to see, Touch the Sky. This is like the Merida. And see, these two, again, are super, super similar. This one's a little bit darker. I'm going to keep the Disney one. And I'm going to get rid of, there is, if you see them in person, there is a difference between them, but there's not enough of a difference between them for me to have, that I have to keep both of them. This one is super, super pretty. This is called You Are My Sunshine. And it's beautiful, but I have other colors that I will use more than I will use this. And I do have a friend who just learned about Super Shock Shadows, and she will love these colors. Again, this one, she's going to get this one too. This is called Fruit Punch. And it's so pretty, and I absolutely love it. But I have other things in my collection that I will use over pulling these out. Okay, this is Coconut. And it is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But again, I have others. So I'm going to pass this one along. Okay. One is called Frofro. One is called Bay. And I have to be really careful with Bay because it wanted to come out. But they're very, very similar in color. Even though it wanted to come out, it's still... No, it doesn't swatch well at all. It does not swatch well. Ew, it does not swatch well at all. I don't like that one. I love the color of it, what it used to be, but you have to press really hard to get that one to come out. So this one's actually going to go in the garbage because as pretty as that is, it was just too much. And I've used this one quite a bit. And it is very similar to that. It's a lighter one, but it's really hard to get out of there too. So I'm actually going to throw both of these away, which that surprises me. And then this one is, what princess is this? How Far I Can Go. And I mean, oh, it is so pretty. I'm going to keep that one. I think this came out like This whole set came out in 2020, I believe. This one is from Tiana, Princess and the Frog. And I think that's just the name of it, is Princess and the Frog. And it's just such a pretty light green color. I don't want to swatch all of them. This is like a white reflective, a little bit of blue in there. This is from Snow White. This is called I'm Wishing. This is from Sleeping Beauty, and this is called, I can't read it. I cannot read. Like, I have to turn it in order to get it to look just right. But I know it's from Sleeping Beauty. And then this is called I See the Light. So this is from Tangled. And it's such a pretty color. And then this one is from Cinderella. It's got Cinderella's carriage on there. And A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes. So I'm going to keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 13. And I'm going to get rid of 2, 6, 8, 10. I'm getting rid of 15. Wow. I didn't think I was going to get rid of any of these. But a friend of mine came over and we were talking makeup because she loves makeup almost as much as I do. And she did not know half the things that are out new because she has not been watching or paying attention. And so I told her, I'm going to hook her up with these. So I'll be right back. So give or take 1 or 2. I think I did the math right. I'm looking at my paperwork. So I had about 100 altogether shadows and 6 palettes. Those palettes, the sugar drizzle and stuff. So I'm keeping 3 palettes and I'm decluttering 3. So I cut that in half. The Sephora, I'm getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of 15 Super Shocks. I'm keeping 13. I kept 3 of my gels. I'm getting rid of 4 gels. I'm getting rid of 1 loose powder, and I'm keeping, where am I? Oh, my loose pigments. I'm getting rid of 1, and I'm keeping 16. I didn't write that down. Hold on. I'm trying to do the math. Let me see. Out of my single shadows that I counted, I had 56. I'm getting rid of 6 singles and a blush, and I'm keeping 50 singles. So I feel good about that. I don't know the whole overall math. I think I'm roughly about 65-35 type thing. Wait. I feel good about this. I think I've done a good job of taking out the stuff that I can pass on to somebody else and that will be good in somebody else's home. And I'll just keep the ones that are good. I'll throw those ones away because they're not very good. But this is my single eyeshadow declutter type thing. So please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, who's better than you? Nobody. Thank you so much. Bye.